to tell you about this particular thing, right?
Yeah, correct, correct.
So, shall we start?
Yeah, sure.
So basically, it's a smart interactive display which comes with Android embedded into this. So the operating of all this is done by the Android operating system, which is it is off only. Now we are switch it on.
ऑफ कर दे दोबारा. What
No,
we
no.
wanted to tell you is that आप जो होता है ना कि एक डिस्प्ले को ऑन करने के लिए जो कन्वेंशनल डिस्प्ले एंटरप्राइज ग्रेड के होते हैं, देन देयर व्हाट हैपेंस इज यू नीड अ रिमोट or a touch panel or you need to find out a on button at the back of it.
Correct, correct.
यहाँ पे
It's a front panel. Front
and
panel,
it is
okay.
very much there. green color में संदीप दिखाइए एक बार. इसको ऑन करिए and it is ready to use.
This is green in color, so the presentation is coming.
Okay.
So what is the main USP of this particular device is that it has 4 HDMI input along with touch input. So you can
Okay.
make 4 different sources interactivity, and then you have different mode. You have a DP cable as well for connecting a DP connection, and you have a one VG as well for analog connection to this particular display.
Okay.
So basic and one AV in. That traditional AV port is there where video and audio is separated out on a Phoenix connector. So that is also available in this particular display. One port is there in the front and rest are in the back. So user can come to this particular display, plug in the cable in the front and do the presentation whatever they want to have. Apart from this, it has a touch interactivity as well. So say suppose any content is running, user can pull up the menu, select a highlighting tool and start annotating on this particular content whatever is being presented over this. It may be from any of the 6 sources which is predefined, and another user also have the capability of using PC-less presentation. They can directly plug in the USB pen drive in this port and start a presentation from there. Since it has Android inbuilt, so that presentation will be done by the Office, which is inbuilt into this Android version. And we have the option to annotate on the content. We can use a highlighter, and if we want to change the color or the thickness of the pen, we just press and hold.
Long press,
and,
okay.
Yes, and select a different color. We can select different thickness for this pen to annotate, and in middle of anything if I need to erase, I just put my 5 fingers like this and I can erase the content. So we have the option to select a eraser from here, but for user convenience we just put 5 fingers together and we can do that. It support multi-touch, so multiple user can work together on this particular display. So it supports 20 point touch in a Windows version and 10 point touch in an Android version. And same when 5 points are at a specific distance, so it acts as an eraser. In middle of any presentation, if someone wants to explain something from a whiteboard, he press this whiteboard button and the whiteboard will be there, and user can do any whiteboarding to further explain on that particular presentation. We have the option to select a new page, create new page and switch between different pages. And say suppose from this I need to come back to the original presentation, I just click on this particular button and I'm back to my previous presentation to move further.
The one changes which I made, it will be saved, or how it is? I have to save it.
No, if you want that, you have to save it, so you can proceed to next slide using your finger.
And that whiteboard one.
Whiteboard is there. So
It will be
whiteboard
saved again?
It will
Yeah.
be saved. Say suppose you want to do some annotation. So we do annotation and there is a save button over here. You
Oh.
click on this save button. Now your content is saved into gallery for future reference.
Okay.
So whenever required, you can access that. You can extract that from the pen drive, USB pen drive, or you can directly send a mail from this display itself. No another PC required for doing that.
Okay, just go through the home button. Home button. What are options were there?
So in home button,
By default, it has Android.
yeah, it has Android. So whatever feature you find in an Android mobile, they all are there into this. You have a browser, you can get it directly go to the browser. You have calculated some basic tools with gallery. It will show whatever you have been saved. So this is the current presentation we have saved during this particular meeting using a
What latest Android it supports?
It's not connected to the Apple Play Store directly, so it's come preloaded with Google. It is not directly connected to the Google Play Store.
Okay.
So if you want some third-party application of Android to be installed into this, you first have to get the APK file of that particular application through pendrive, and you can install that. So it's a bit secure because it is not communicating directly. So to install, it's in your hand. So you plug in the APK file using the pen drive.
But that again, that APK has to be compatible. So what OS current it has?
So it has Android version 5.0.
5.0.
Yeah.
But the current is 9.
9 is for the appliances, but with the mobile phone, what we are having, it has a separate platform.
Oh,
on
okay.
that.
This category itself has a
category has a different OS
different
version.
OS itself. Okay, okay, got it.
Yes, yes.
So the source.
So
So this
source
is.
from here you can select a whiteboard. You can choose different sources. If you have connected USB, you can directly go to there for presentation. These are browsers. These are the setting. And if you want a detailed tile view, you can click on this and you get whatever is there. Office is there preloaded. So you can directly plug in the USB pen drive and start any presentation. It may be Word, Excel, whatever it may be, and some basic setting what we have in our mobile.
Okay.
Same is there.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah. Say suppose you want to connect to network, you just switch on the Wi-Fi,
Wi-Fi
and
and
it
you
will
can
show
connect.
whatever network
Listing
is
it will
available.
show.
Yes, yes, yes. And you can connect to that.
Okay. So we can proceed to the next
The
input.
next is one is the inbuilt Android what we have shown. Now say suppose it has 6 more input ports on which you can directly connect your input. You just click on this, so it will show you whatever is connected. So the pop-up will come whatever source has been connected. You can select it from here, or you can directly press the source button from here, which will give you more options. So right now we have connected one PC using the HDMI and USB cable, so I'm able to make that PC interactive. So it has the Android which is inbuilt into this PC. We can insert a OPS PC into this, which
What is OPS?
OPS is basically on-board PC system. There is a slot for this. So there is a slot for placing a OPS. So we can place a OPS PC over into this. It's a PC only with a different form factor. Say you have laptop and rack PC. It is similar to that, but the form factor is different. What is the advantage of adding a OPS? The same power button will be used to control both the display and that PC.
Oh, okay.
And it has USB port in front, so they are the extended port for that particular PC. If we want to access something, we can directly plug in the pen drive or the keyboard mouse into this particular port and do whatever we want to do in that particular PC.
So right now you have connected to
Right
which port?
now we have connected a normal PC.
Okay.
We have not connected
Thin client.
Yeah,
Thin client we can
yeah,
connect.
anything. It may be laptop PC, of any form factor. We have connected no PC using the HDMI and USB cable. The USB cable solve the purpose of making that display interactive. So if we don't connect the this particular thing, if we don't connect the USB cable, then we won't be able to make this interactive. In that particular case, we can only see whatever is being presented on this display.
Oh, so
But
this
connect-
this
yes.
USB you mean to say this one?
Yes,
This one.
this USB is for making this interactive.
Oh, okay.
So from here, I'm able to switch to different presentation. If
It's kind of a screen.
You get an extended screen also.
Extended screen,
And you
हाँ.
get a control also. आपको कंट्रोल ही मिल जाता है इसका, जैसे अभी आपने इसको चेंज करना है या सिलेक्ट करना है तो वो भी सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं आप. You don't have to use a mouse separate.
And
That's
in
the
middle
beauty.
of anything, if we want to further highlight this, we pull up the menu and do the annotation whatever needs to be done. Open a whiteboard and this annotation capability is applicable on all the sources. Even the pen drive, if I will connect a pen drive and some video is playing, then also I am able to do on top of that particular video. Apart from this multiple connectivity, it has two 15-watt speaker facing the audience.
Okay.
So
These are the speakers.
Yeah, these are the sound bars of 15 watt each. What is the advantage? The advantage is that a normal traditional display, they have the speaker 10-watt speaker, but they are at the back of the display. So what audience heard is the speaker reflect audio from the back wall and then throw in the front. So somewhat say 20-30% of audio is absorbed by that particular portion.
Okay.
So only the net effective which comes as 70%, and that too they have 10 watt, it has 15 watt front facing, so it will be sufficient for an audience of say 40 seater classroom. This speaker are sufficient. You need not to consider anything extra for this particular thing.
Okay. And this is 65 inch, right?
Yeah, this is 65 inch.
65 inch. And this Logitech, this camera is placed to make it as work it as a
Yeah,
DVC device.
Yeah, so basically most of the offices has the requirement that they want a room which can be used for a local presentation, as well as it should also be capable of doing a video meeting. So most of the clients are using soft video conferencing. So we have given this room a name of Ultra EZ Meet. So basically it's a bring your own PC kind setup. So basically everyone is carrying their laptop and they have their particular application. It may be Zoom, it may be Skype for Business, Teams, WebEx, it may be any application they want to connect through, but the camera, the mic and speaker of that particular laptop are not strong enough to address the gathering of say 8 to 10 people. So we have provided this particular camera which act as a camera, mic, speaker, and a single USB cable is running from this, and user just has to connect that USB cable, so they get the access of all the camera, mic and speaker which is there on top of
So
the
you
display.
can, so anyone
And
who wants
yes.
to do their meeting, so there are clients who says that my people are not confined to Skype for Business or Teams or Cisco WebEx or Zoom or BlueJeans. We are dependent on the client, what my client has. So this enable you to do an ad hoc meeting over soft VC. So the end user will come here, open their laptop, connect the USB and the HDMI cable, and they open the
Yeah, yeah. So
client.
Yeah.
correct. We are using
Yes, yes.
Logitech device.
Acha.
So this is
And-
how we
is
can
the
connect
speaker.
a USB and HDMI on the table.
Absolutely.
You can connect it.
Absolutely.
And
Okay.
you can use the camera mic of this particular room. And apart from this, since this is a multi-purpose room which will be used for local meeting and video meeting both, so we have added this magic lifter into this. Say suppose once you are doing a video meeting, say a local meeting, you need to explain something, you need to do annotation. So standing here comfortably, you can do the annotation. If we place this display down, so it will be difficult for the user to do the annotation. So
Correct.
user has to bend down to write something on that.
So this
particular
is
thing.
for both, for eye contact as well as to make the people aware
Lifter,
of
okay.
what
But-
they are writing on.
But once you are in a video meeting mode and the display is at this particular height, the camera, so it will give you a bird eye view. So
Correct.
bird eye view, so it will create astigmatism, vertical astigmatism. So astigmatism basically in Hindi a term called bhangapan. So if I need to talk to you, it will be like this, either like this. Say I'm seeing towards the earth, or if I put this camera down, so it will be like this.
Correct.
So there will be no proper eye to eye contact in a video meeting. So to remove that particular astigmatism, we have provided this particular height adjustment. So according to the application, this height of the display can be adjusted for a video meeting or a local meeting.
Correct.
So it serves both the purposes. So this is all about this particular display. Any more questions?
That's it, I think. Thank you.